Hey, what's going on? Facebook. Hello. Facebook, YouTube, uh, Twitter, Instagram. I think we're on all those things right now. Live. Here we are. Hello. How is everyone doing? It's Tuesday night, and it is feeling all right. Get it? Get it? Things are good in the neighborhood now. Hey, listen, I got to tell you that one of the greatest parts about doing a podcast is there's really no books that have been written. There's no guides to tell you exactly how to do it, and that's probably why I fail a lot, right? So chuckle along with me if you find that funny. But the interesting part about getting in this media space is how it has grown so ginormous since I started. And I know I put on here that we want to talk about summertime fun, and we're going to talk about summertime fun. But my fun this summertime is actually trying to really nail down the things we've been doing on the podcast over the last 5 years, and doing it with different partners and different people along the way. Ultimately, here I am still doing it. Never going to stop. William Montgomery. Big shout out to my boy. I was supposed to see William Montgomery up at the Funny Bones in Manchester this past weekend. Doesn't matter. Got to see Lisa from, of course, the Joey Diaz show, and I got a chance to speak with him. It was amazing. We have so many great things going on in our country that sometimes you're watching that news and you're watching all the media. And I was just talking to a really dear friend tonight. She's out in Kentucky, and she's going to be doing some stuff. Actually, heading over to England across the pond to go do some stuff over there. And she's getting into, and I'll let her talk about her story when she comes on with me. But sharing with her just my reluctancy, and I wonder how you feel. Like, do you want to argue about anything anymore, like politics? I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it. It just doesn't make sense. And so I made a conscious effort this summer. I'm going to enjoy summer. So what I'm going to do is I'm doing this live right here, and then I'm going to go down to the water, down by the ocean, and I'm going to watch the sunset over the ocean. Confession is I really never knew what or how beautiful the sun or the moon or even the environment, the outside was until a few years back when I started my hemp farm. You guys heard me tell the story before. You could have, and I did a 40-acre hemp farm, and I lived off the grid. I was just talking about it today, actually, because I don't like AC. Air conditioning is not something I desperately need. So many people want it now. Of course, with the hot summer starting, there's all the panic. Go get the air conditioner, get the fans out. But there's something to be said about a little sweat on the brow. I remember when I was a kid, there was my grandmother had this old antique air conditioner that was, I think it was Sears and Roebuck. That's where she got all of her stuff. And it was this giant tank of a thing. And I think it stayed in year round. And quite frankly, I don't even know if it worked towards the end. But it was something that was humming, and it was a noise, and the wind was blowing. So it's interesting when you look at the past and where we came from. Air conditionings weren't part of the summer. I kind of think back when my summers, my fun summers, my best summer memories were outside, being adventurous, fishing, running in the woods, playing baseball, hanging out all night, fires, those types of things. And I just feel like a lot of the younger people, especially, we've all been preoccupied so much that we've gotten away with it. So let's hope this summer we can bring it back to the old days, right? Like, let's bring it back to the good old days when we used to have, street parties and people get together in the community and the towns and not be segregated because they have some other, differences of political or whatever it is. Get together. That's the point. Summertime fun is not for you to be alone and apart. It's get out there and do it. And for all my brothers and sisters out there fighting and battling sobriety, a big shout out to you. Keep fighting. Really proud of you all. Whatever your addiction is, some of us have addictions to alcohol, like myself, and I, the summer is synonymous with alcohol, right? What do we do in the summer? We go out and drink. And I've said it on this podcast. I've said it publicly, and I'll continue to say it. And as I get a bigger platform that we'll talk about a little bit later, some of the things going on with that. But one of the things that's interesting is I have never understood until like really I think the last maybe 2 to 3 months how much alcohol has damaged in my life. I mean, I knew it was bad, right? But then I had to have the realization of those things and those people that I hurt. And so I think back at summer and like think about all the things I did in summer, like all the stupid summer antics, and we had some fun. I mean, I'm not going to look back with it all with a shame, but I know that I wish I had found God earlier in my life. I wish I had found hope earlier in my life, and I hadn't. But it didn't ruin summers. We raised our kids with a fun summertime, and that's what the point is right here. Just talk about positive summer energy. So I know the kids are out of school, so a lot of parents are going to be doing vacations or staycations, or maybe they're just going to do some summertime, in the backyard. A lot of people with their pools. So I hope whatever it is you do out there, right, you have a great time. You have an enjoyable summer. You make the best of it. And please, if you can do anything for humanity, block out the noise, man. Just don't let the noise get to you. Because, see, they want the noise to preoccupy us and divide us. And I've been on some pretty incredible meetings with some folks out in LA recently, and just talking with these new partners in some projects. And an interesting part about it is we're not as broken as a society as we think we are. I'm learning this more and more. Like this narrative that gets driven down our throats is a narrative by some purpose, for some purpose, to continue to divide us. And we know this, but yet we fall victim to it. So I'm just saying, look, let's enjoy. Let's make summer the great reset, as my friend Clay Clark loves to say. The great reset for humanity right here in America. Let's love each other again. Let's get back to that again. Let's go out to the racetrack. Let's go out to the baseball game. Let's go out to put the boat in the pond. Let's spend time with families, and let's communicate with each other once again, because that is what America is about. I had another conversation with a very dear friend just before I popped on here, and she was explaining to me some family issues. And we all have family issues. Believe me, I have family issues. You have family issues. And it was very similar because it was a situation with a brother and whatever relationship, and just the arrogance of some people, and how bullies can always be bullies. And even in your own family, you can have bullies. You can have bullies right now. And so, but you got to love them more than they bully you, and you can do it. You just got to see through it. I sound like I'm rhyming a lot tonight. I think I better write a rap or something. Summertime fun. It is. It's summertime. So up here in New England, where we are so blessed. I am literally 3 to 5 minutes from the ocean. Right near where my daughter lives, right down the road where she lives with her mom, and I'm able to see them and get to the ocean anytime I want to. Like I said a little bit ago, I'm gonna head down and watch the sunset tonight. And I think if you don't have the ocean, you got lakes or ponds, or maybe you just got to walk into nature. Walk down an old dirt road, or just take in nature. But watch that moon when it sets, and try to be up early enough to watch the sunrise. When I was on that farm, I would watch the sunrise, and I'd watch the moon set, and I would be, had a very special moment in my life during that time, and it just really gave me a sense of how beautiful summer is. And so I'm hoping somebody out there that might be, feeling like maybe their summer's not going to be. You can turn this summer around, man. You can turn your day around. Go and find some happiness today. And I know there's a lot of people that are hurting out there, and they're lonely. And summers probably just make you more lonely or angry because you feel like maybe you can't fit in. Maybe that sobriety won't let you go. You can't go around the alcohol that's being at bars or at the beach bars or whatever. Maybe you can't go with the parties because you get stressed. And I get it, and I understand it. But there's always things that you can find to do. So if you can't figure it out, why don't you can message us. If you got that, if you're battling something, like I always say on every one of my podcasts or whatever I do, we're here to help you and help you find some resources. We're not doctors or scientists or whatever you want to be, but we can help you find resources in your area. We definitely would do that. So email us, text us, send us a message, whatever you got to do. Please like and subscribe and follow us. Subscribe on my Kevinalan page personally, please, and you'll get all the latest information, and some new interviews will be dropped there very soon. We'll be dropping some new interviews with folks we'll be doing. They're short. It's going to be 3 to 5 minutes. You're going to enjoy them. and we'll continue to just do what we're doing right here. And this is, what I need to keep doing is talking right here, because this is where I'm going to get back in the saddle again. And I've been trying so hard, and I know you guys have been patient with me. And we have not wanted to go live or do these types of things too often because, well, we want to make sure that we do it the right way. And we have some really great changes coming and positive energy. And not that I'm going to talk into detail about some of it, but I promise I'll be sharing my amazing summer with you as it goes on, and I can't wait. Some really, really cool things to be working on this summer. So I'm going to enjoy my summer working hard, rebuilding relationships, and really embracing God's love for me, and really embracing that life that I've been given a second chance at. So I hope you have something similar in your life and some happiness. This is Kevinalan right here, the Be Better Podcast. Please follow